solid form to liquid form. Or when water becomes vapor, that also, let us take the water. Okay, if you boil the water continuously, what will happen? It will be converted into vapor. Here also the state of matter changed. These are also physical process, but however, when the bonds are broken, bonds in between them broken, if suppose let us take the hydrogen bond, okay, or disulfide bond, if they broken, new bonds or new bonds are formed during transformation. This will be called as a chemical reaction. Now here the chemical reaction occurs because of the broken down of bonds that are present in between them. Let us take the inorganic bonds, right? Inorganic chemical reactions. Similarly, let us take a hydrolysis. What do you mean by hydrolysis? Hydrolysis of starch into glucose is an organic chemical reaction. Okay. Inorganic chemical reaction. Because of hydrolysis, starch is broken down into glucose. Why? Because starch is made up of many monosaccharides. Okay, the bond, if it is broken down in between them, there are bonds, specific bonds are present. If these bonds are broken or completely breaks, what will happen? It leads to a new compound or monosaccharides will be formed. Rate of physical and chemical process refers to the amount of product that is formed here, and it can be expressed as, how can you express here? Let us take one example. Okay, barium hydroxide I am taking here. Okay, barium hydroxide plus sulfuric acid I have taken. If they both react, the byproducts are barium sulfate and 2 molecules of water will be coming out. So what kind of reaction do you think it is? Please comment in the box. It is an inorganic chemical reaction. Similarly, if you take the hydrolysis reaction, okay, hydrolysis of starch into glucose is an inorganic chemical reaction. The rate of physical or chemical process refers to the amount of product formed per unit of time. It can be expressed as rate, and please comment these symbols. Psi by psi p, psi p, or referred as here the chemical equation. A rate can also be expressed or called as velocity. What is that? Velocity. Velocity of the reaction in the direction specified. Let us take the rates of physical and chemical process are basically influenced by the temperature among other factors. A generalized rule or general rule of thumb is that a rate of doubles or decrease by half of for every 10 degrees change. It is nothing but Watt-Half rule. What is that? A great scientist called Watt-Half rule. So for every 10 degrees centigrade change of temperature, a rate of reaction will be doubles. Let us take catalytic reactions. The catalyzed reactions processed at rates at vastly higher than that of uncatalyzed ones. When enzyme catalyzed reactions, if you carefully observe them, are observed, their rate would be for them vastly higher than that of uncatalyzed reactions. Here, carbonic anhydrase is an enzyme which helps to form bicarbonate ions. Let us take CO2 plus water in the presence of carbonic anhydrase, which gives you H2SO4 minus nothing but bicarbonate ions. What are they? Bicarbonate ions. Finally, what I want to try to say here, H2CO3 is nothing but a carbonic acid. Similarly, before formation of bicarbonate ions, H2CO3 later on break down into HCO3 minus and H plus ions. This HCO3 minus bicarbonate ion, H plus ions are usually formed here. Finally, if you see, it is an actually metabolic pathway in which glucose, if you carefully observe the glucose, becomes pyruvic acid. Okay, through 10 different enzymes. How many? 10 different enzymes are metabolic reactions. When you study the respiration chapter, at this stage, you should know that metabolic pathway with one or two additional reactions gives rise to a variety of metabolic end products. Here, in our skeletal muscles under anaerobic conditions, as you know that lactic acid is formed, and under normal aerobic conditions, here what happens? The pyruvic acid is formed. Let us take yeast cells. During fermentation, by the yeast cells, what will happen? Okay, the yeast cells are able to produce the production of ethanol is common reaction in them. A kind of alcohol. Ethanol is nothing but a kind of alcohol. So different products are observed in the different scenario. Rate of reaction is also different. Remaining part will continue in the next class. Until stay tuned. Have a nice day.